y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly game.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff up the middle. Haynes. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that
one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Haynes, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get it. Turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Jones. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing, Jones. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On 4th down, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just a takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed him.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Haynes. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Haynes, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down. Care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
On first down, it's Haynes. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll run it here on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, it's Haynes, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And now off to the races, down the right side, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They find some open field here.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Jones on 1st down.
Got his man. It's Thornton.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 53 yards. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones, another shot here after the pick six. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd down now, it's Haynes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. A final shot before break. Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Pearson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Pats at the line ready to go.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Gay is on for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll try the left side. Haynes down to about the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Haynes, and he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Up the middle they go. It's Haynes. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
And it'll be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Now a give, right side. Haynes. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
19 Tiger.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a loss of...
You're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring.
And a mistake on the lateral. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Jones. And now here is another interception.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Right back to him on 1st down. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He gets this one to Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 41, Jones. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
171 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field.
On the ready. On the ball, now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Haynes. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
The Patriots take over first down 10 at their own 20.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how.
And now here is another interception.
And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
19
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Haynes. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately.
And my goodness, another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Here we go, strike!
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100. 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati yoga for